It was great seeing so many of you last week at our Medicare Connections conference in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It was really cool to see so many Medicare agents just working and collaborating with each other, networking. And one of the takeaways that we hope that you get each and every year is that all of us here at URL are we want to put you in a position of success year in and year out. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt Alina, and I am the final expense manager here at URL, and I oversee the final expense sales and marketing. And I had the pleasure of shaking hands with a lot of people at the Medicare conference in Hershey. And one of the things that always concerns me is that we're not doing enough for our clients, or that Medicare agents or Medicare advisors, that you go out there and you treat the client as a transaction. And what you're basically doing is exposing your book of business to what I would affectionately call poachers. So I ask this rhetorical question: can you afford to lose 30% of your Medicare clients? And of course, it's a rhetorical question because I can hear a resounding no. No, you cannot afford to lose 30% of your clients, of your business. But let me explain something to you. The current situation is that there are so many companies out there that are trying to get in front of your clients to offer them other products and services. And some of these companies, they may come in trying to get their business on, whether it's life insurance, final expense planning, or whether it's annuities or long-term care. But what is stopping them from circling back and going after your Medicare client? We did a study here recently here at URL where we looked at the leads that were coming in. These are people that are already partnered with URL. They're doing Medicare, they're doing final expense and other lines, but these people specifically were ordering final expense leads. And to that point, 30% of the leads that came back from people looking for help on final expense, they were already working with you on Medicare, but you didn't cross-sell them. And some of these final expense partners with URL also do Medicare. What is stopping them from circling back and working with your client? Why is final expense in such great demand? You could turn the TV on right now and you're going to see commercials probably during the daytime trying and targeting senior citizens, your Medicare clients, to talk about final expense planning. So why is it in such great demand? Well, it addresses some of the main financial concerns of your seniors. Some of the top concerns for seniors um, is having that is finances, is providing money when they die, so that when they die, it's not if, when they die, their family, their friends have the money to pay for their funeral expenses, whether they want to be cremated or they want to be buried. That is in the back of their mind. Some of these people, some of your clients, have credit card debt and other expenses, car payments, rent, mortgage, whatever it is. They're still living paycheck to paycheck or living off of Social Security, that when they die, that money is turned off. This death benefit, this life insurance policy, can help eliminate that. It can help make those car payments. It can help keep that rent payment or mortgage payment going. It can get rid of those medical bills or whatever. It can pay for other expenses as well. It's a life insurance policy. The death benefit avoids taxes, and it avoids probate. When a person dies, the beneficiary receives that money free and clear and immediately gets that money. And these policies are designed, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of those policies, as long as the client pays that premium that is locked in for the rest of their life, the death benefit is always guaranteed. They can never outlive it. Some of the other examples of why final expense is in great demand is that it's an easy application and easy approval process. There aren't medical exams, there aren't medical records, none of that stuff. The client answers a few simple questions, you get an underwriting decision a lot of times at the point of sale, and the client gets the coverage that they need, and you get paid right away too. There isn't this long drawn out commission process. You get paid right away. And these plans are customizable and guaranteed. The plans that you get and that you can offer through URL in your relationship with URL, the plans are customizable, which means you're going to be able to work around their budget, and they're guaranteed. Those rates are never going to increase on them. They're never going to outlive that coverage. Folks, the companies that you see advertised on TV, some of them come in at real cheap rates, and it's a hook rate, meaning that rate's going to go up every couple of years. A lot of times it's a 5-year renewable term. Every 5 years, that rate increases, and it goes up every 5 years until they reach a certain age, usually age 80 or 85, somewhere in that ballpark. What happens if they outlive it? They've got no more coverage. So these are all things that these companies are doing to get in front of your clients. So what does a 30% loss look like? Well, I mentioned to you that our final expense agents are buying leads in sales territories. 30% of the leads that are coming back are already working with a Medicare partner of URLs, but not the same agent that's getting those final expense leads. And that's just for URL with the vendors that we utilize for final expense leads. That's not saying that they're not responding to those advertisements they see advertised on TV through mail order, or or other lead vendors that we're not working with. But 30%, folks, is a large number. And let me ask you this question. Why would you let another agent work with your client? You're going through the testing for AHIP. You're going through all the certifications to get certified with the best carriers in your area to be able to help your clients, to serve your clients, to help them navigate the weird confusion of Medicare. One of the common themes that I heard at the Medicare Connections Conference in Hershey was that there are some big changes coming in Medicare. So you have to stay on top of that. Now you may say, yeah, but I understand that, but how do I stay on top of Medicare and final expense? Folks, final expense doesn't change all that often. Some of the carriers may change their product, or some of the benefits here or there may make some rate changes, but life insurance is life insurance. There's not much change that is going on. It's not highly scrutinized. Big Brother isn't watching over your shoulder to make sure that you are being compliant when you're selling Medicare. Let me kind of break it down to you in another way. And I want to turn my camera off so that I can make these numbers a little bit bigger on your screen. So what does a 30% loss look like? Some of you may have just started out in the Medicare world, and your book of business, you've got 100 clients. 100 clients making somewhere in the ballpark of about $350 in renewals. Now, I know that we're talking renewals, and I also know that when it comes to Medicare, the goal is to get people turning 65, but also to move other people over, and that you get that renewal stream. I'm just using a ballpark figure of $350 per client. So if you had 100 clients, you're making $35,000 in renewal income. What does 30% loss look like? If you lost 30% of your clients, that means that you will lose $10,500 in renewable income, in renewals. 250 clients. You're making a little over or just shy of $88,000. A 30% loss to you is over $26,000. This is saying that 30% of your clients have responded to a lead order, and that final expense agent circles back, because there's nothing stopping them, circling back, helping them with final expense, but then circling back and helping them with their Medicare. 500 clients, you have a pretty solid book of business. 175,000 on average in renewal income. A 30% loss is over $52,000. Folks, that's real money. 1,000 clients. I know that there are some of you on this presentation today. You've got 1,000 clients or more. You've been at this a long time. Your renewal source is over $350,000 in renewal income. It's over $100,000 at a 30% loss. $105,000. I know that there's agencies on here that have over 5,000 clients or more. That's $1.7 million in renewal income. At a 30% loss, that's over $500,000. $500,000. $525,000 is what a 30% loss looks like. 30% loss. Your clients are confused. They may think that your client may think that you just can help them with their Medicare, and that you can't help them with other products and services. Folks, your relationship with URL gives you access to a whole host of products and carriers that you can help your clients and continue to make more money. It really boils down to a transaction versus a relationship. Do your clients fully understand what you do? We have compliant materials that can help convey that you can help them with other products and services, that you can help them with their Medicare. But oh, by the way, I can also help you, and working with me allows us to get together to participate or customize a state-regulated final expense plan. State-regulated. Life insurance is regulated by the state. Whatever state you're in, it is regulated by that state. So we can help them get enrolled in a state-regulated final expense plan to allow and provide the client with peace of mind. You're helping the client with their health insurance, their Medicare. Why not help them with the other concern, which is their final expense needs, and making sure that they don't outlive their money, that they don't leave debt behind to their family. According to one of the surveys, one of the senior surveys, the top 4 concerns of clients, of your Medicare clients, of seniors, number 1 is medical expenses. You've already checked that off the list because you've helped them with their Medicare. Outliving money, folks, you can talk to my colleagues here at URL. They may need an annuity so that they have that guaranteed source of income. They may have too much debt, or they have no plan at all. They don't have a plan. Folks, this is where you can come in. Your relationship, your partnership with URL is going to be able to check those boxes off. So again, I ask this repeated question: why would you let another agent work with your client? Your competition can cross-sell. They are cross-selling. Some of these larger organizations, they will get their foot in the door with one product, and that's going to open up the door to cross-selling to other products. Why would you let somebody else come in and steal and poach your client? Your partnership with URL, it's a privilege to have you lean on us to utilize the free resources that we have. When you're on a Medicare appointment, you want to do something that's compliant to be able to convey to your clients that you can help them with other products and services. We have a free intake sheet. You can get that downloaded off of our website, And then it starts by saying, I can help you with other products and services. It talks about final needs planning. It talks about annuities. It talks about long-term care and other ancillary products and benefits. It covers all of that. You don't have to be an expert in any of it. We will still help you with that. So when you're on an appointment, you have the client fill that out. Then you know to circle back and have a conversation with them at a later date. It also lets them know that at this moment in time, we cannot talk about these products and services, but I will come back to you as soon as AEP or after 48 hours of meeting with Medicare. Now, one of the slick things that people are doing is now on the final expense appointments, helping the person with final expense and saying, oh, by the way, my calendar is filling up for this coming open or annual election period, AEP. Would you like me to add you to my calendar, and I can help you navigate some of the big changes that are coming down the pipeline with your Medicare plan? So that's one way to get in front of people and cross-sell. And there's so many different ways that you can cross-sell compliantly. The other thing too is that we have pre-formatted letters that all you need to do is copy it and paste it, maybe make a few changes and a few edits and put it on your letterhead, mail it out to your clients, thank them for being a valued client, and then explain to them why it's important to sit down and have a conversation with you about their final needs planning. You may say, Matt, I don't know anything about final needs planning. I've got the tools, I've got the resources to help you be successful in serving seniors, not just in Medicare, but also in final expense. Lean on me, lean on URL with the free training and free resources that we give you. We show you how to sell and offer final expense. We provide team meetings. We provide one-on-one training. And let's say you just don't have the time, you don't want to deal with it. I get it. We all get it. We have an Orion referral program where we will work on your behalf. We will help and provide the information to your clients so they're making an informed decision. We will write the business and we split the compensation with you. And the best part about it, not only are you getting paid, but it's still your client. So we talked about what a 30% loss looks like. 30% of your clients are responding to other agents' final expense leads, and you're converting, and they're converting them, and then circling back and taking those clients away from you because they're cross-selling. Let me show you what it looks like if you started offering final expense. Now, you're never going to bat 1,000. So let me expand these numbers a little bit bigger for you. So instead of, let's say you mitigate most of that loss and you get 20%, and that is the average. For the Medicare agents that are offering final expense to their book of business, to their clients, they are going to see about a 20% conversion rate. 20% of their book of business will convert to a final expense plan. They'll buy. So if you have 100 clients, that means that you'll probably make somewhere in the ballpark of about $16,000 of additional income. 250 clients, that's going to get you an additional $40,000 of additional income. 500 clients, it's going to be over $80,000. And you can see the numbers just continuing to grow. So you're mitigating those losses and you're increasing your source of revenue. And the best part about it is when you have them for Medicare and you have them for life insurance, you are able to maintain that client. That client's not going anywhere, folks. They're going to renew with you. They're going to lean on you for any financial help that they need, whether it's life insurance, annuities, long-term care, or they may be talking to a family member or a friend, and they may say, hey, I've got a guy or I've got a gal that can help me. They help me with my Medicare. They help me with my life insurance. They can help you too. Don't you want to be don't you want your clients to be a source of a referral? That's the best compliment you can get. So if you keep the blinders on and you just say, I'm only going to do Medicare, you're going to eventually see that your numbers will start to drop. And I asked this question to a few people. We saw what happened with the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, where the government had control over what you made, what you didn't make, things like that. There's been rumblings that the government, CMS, is also looking at other cost-cutting areas. They may not view you as a vital resource. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. But if you can cross-sell and you can diversify the products that you're offering, you're going to mitigate some of those losses, and you're still going to be able to make a living serving seniors in your local community. So as I mentioned, when you start cross-selling, you're going to be able to check off those 4 big concerns of your clients. Medical expenses, medical debt, boop, check. Outliving their money, check. Too much debt, check. Having no plan, check. And the thing is you already have them for your Medicare. Offer these other products and services. Otherwise, somebody else may wow them. Somebody else may come and work with your client. So what are some of the steps to cross-selling? I'm glad you asked. First of all, send out the compliant letter in manageable batches. And you want to follow these steps. So at the end of AEP, or even now, send out letters in manageable batches. Step 2 is follow up with a phone call to schedule a brief appointment. You don't want to be there for too long. They don't want you to be there for too long, but schedule a brief appointment. Conduct the appointment. Tell them the stories. I don't have any stories to tell, Matt. Don't worry. I've got stories that you can tell that can explain. You may have some stories, but if you don't, I have stories to help you convey why having a final expense plan is important. Show the client how the plan is going to help them in their situation. You're going to separate yourself from the competition. I will show you how to separate yourself from what they see advertised on TV, what they see in mail orders and stuff like that, and why working with you and getting a customizable state-regulated plan with you is their best option. Ask for referrals and repeat steps 1 through 4. Do it, and you'll see that your business will grow. Your retention is going to increase. And when you help with other lines of business, you're going to be able to help the client with being able you're going to be able to preserve all of your business, and you'll be able to make more money in the process. Final expense sales training. The 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month, we get together and we show you how to sell final expense from soup to nuts. Why is it so popular? Why is it so important? There are so many things that are beneficial for the client, but also for you as an agent. It's not a long, drawn-out process. Either the client qualifies for the plan or they don't qualify for the plan. The best part about it is all the work that you will do in the next several months, you get paid right away. You don't wait to get paid until the following year. You get paid right away. And I know the holidays are coming up, expenses are coming up. It's a good time to get on board now, start offering final expense and cross-selling to your book of business right now. Our commitment to you with your partnership with URL is that we will provide you with the training and the resources for you to succeed and thrive in this ever-growing, one of the fastest growing segments in the life insurance industry. We will give you the ability to network with other URL colleagues, and we're going to give you access to top companies, products, and compensation that the industry offers, all through your partnership to URL. Take us up on our commitment to you. So what are the next steps? You can email me to schedule a one-on-one consultation. And in the email, put in the subject line cross-selling. And then I will provide you with all of those materials for cross-selling so that you can be successful in cross-selling it. The next step, or if you don't want to do that, you can text me at 717-216-8041 and then provide me with your name, and I will get back to you and I will give you the next steps for cross-selling compliantly and being able to mitigate losses and grow your business and grow your revenue streams. If you don't have time, I already mentioned it, we do have our Orion program. Or you don't want to get licensed, you don't want to do any of this stuff, it's just too much of a hassle. I understand. We do have the Orion program. Again, it's still your client. We're going to help educate your client so they make an educated decision. We will complete the application, get them approved, and then we split the commission with you. So that's how that works. So we also have the Orion program. We've got everything figured out for you, folks. If you have any questions, feel free to type your questions now. I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Again, the next steps, let me go back a couple slides here. Email me to schedule a one-on-one consultation. My email address is matta, M-A-T-T-A, at urlinsgroup.com. My office line, 717-216-8041. I appreciate everybody's time today. Can you afford to lose 30% of your business? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. I'm here to help you not only stop and mitigate losses and to keep that renewal stream tried and true, but also to grow your revenue stream by a minimum of 20% or more. I appreciate everybody's time. Again, if you have any questions, 717-216-8041. Email is matta@urlinsgroup.com. Thanks again, everybody, for taking time out of your day to join us. And I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Have a great AEP, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.